we go. How you living, my boy?
I'm good. Let's get it.
Yeah, man. I love what you doing, man. You making sure everybody, set up the right way, making sure they gonna get a bag the right way.
And listen, I'm trying to, I just start getting my bag the right way, So I want to make sure everybody else do the same thing.
Yeah, no, believe that. That's the biggest thing. You see, I got the shirt on, say Black Wealth Matters. You already know that's what I'm all about, man. Making sure people look like me, really know how to get to it, and more importantly, know how to maintain and keep the bag. That's really what it's about. I think everybody can get a bag. It's a function of, mine's keeping it.
Yeah, real talk. I want one of them hoodies, man. Real
Oh
talk.
yeah, I'm gonna send you a couple on. Say less.
I bet. So where you want to start today? Well, you let me know. I'm following your lead.
Yeah.
I'm here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, no, I was listening to you. Some people saying they want. I was reading some of the stuff as well. They saying like, start my own business, nail salon. I saw some gyms. I think at the end of the day, the very first thing, it sounds hella simple, but the first thing everybody got to do is really like know the business that you want to start, right? Like damn near write it down, damn near have a business plan. Because at the end of the day, 90% of businesses is gonna fail in the first year. You feel me?
Mm.
So like you got to understand them odds is always against you. So one of the biggest things that's really going to help you and even have longevity as a person trying to start the business is like, what's your niche, right? Like, what can you do better than anybody else, right? Like, obviously you make music, you're nice at that, right? You feel me? But everybody can't, go open up a nail salon on the same block where it's three other nail salons, right? Everybody can't, just have a clothing business and think that everybody gonna support them, right? Outside of your friends and your family, okay, who gonna buy clothes the next month and the month after that, right? So once you start doing that, you also trying to look for something that's kind of like underserved, right? Like,
Uh-huh.
who not doing this, right? What's your niche, right? And then after that, I'm thinking, know your target audience. I think a lot of people, be trying to start a business where it's like, this a one size fits all, right? Everybody gonna buy my hat, right? Or
Yeah.
everybody like, right? Black Wealth Matters, right? I'm selling these. Okay, I know more than likely most white people not gonna buy this, right? So now I'm already looking at a certain demographic, right? Okay, people of color, African Americans between a certain age range, right? And I think a lot of people be like, you know, this a one size fits all. No, who you marketing to? Nah, everybody not gonna buy your product, so you got to know who you marketing to.
What's
And
graphic?
exactly, right? Think about it, because I know you, when you come to your music, you're not marketing your music to 75-year-old men, 65-year-old women, right? Like,
Yeah. Nah, women is my demographic, but
but I'm saying a 75-year-old white woman in the suburbs.
that ain't it. Yeah, for sure.
Precise.
Most definitely.
And then I think after that, people got to focus on their branding, right? You got an amazing brand, but it's all about that, right? I think that's really what helped people continue to have that fan loyalty, right? That customer loyalty. If mine's gonna always tune in, like, all right, I'm going to Toosii store, right? I'm finna go to your store. I'm shopping with you no matter what, right? I'm listening to your music because it's all about that doggone brand loyalty. You're getting your website together, right? You making sure you got the same name on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, right? I
Uh,
think that's a good way, making sure, when you're thinking about branding, right, being consistent with that branding. And I think a lot of people don't think about this, bro, but
uh,
mods need that emergency fund, right? Like I think everybody, think it's sweet, and I think COVID, one of the biggest things that really let us know, like, damn, this shit can just stop, right? Like mods ain't getting money the way they was getting.
this came out of nowhere.
Exactly. Like think about it. If you got a hair salon and for a whole year, mom's really working from home. So who they trying to impress? They ain't going to the club no more. So they not getting their hair done that much more, right? They might not getting their nails done as much more. They might not be eating at your restaurant as much no more. So you got to start thinking about that and preparing for that. So for me, one thing I be telling moms, like, man, make sure you got some money stacked to the side, right? That emergency fund just in case, because you can have one month where you making the most money of your life. The next month is slow, right? You might not you feel me? Like you might not be getting no money at all. And then I think after that, right, that shit sound kind of boring. Then it's like, all right, I'm ready to start my business. But a lot of people, they're like, okay, I got a good idea, but they don't know where to go. And the next one is like, okay, let me incorporate it the right way, right? Let me form an LLC, right? And I seen some shit like trending on Instagram one time when they was like, man, fuck buying Shorty a Birkin bag. Let's get a LLC. You know what I'm saying? And like Mox hear what that is, but they don't really understand the power of having an LLC. And most people that got an LLC really ain't doing it the right way. You feel
Yeah.
me? Like mine's like, oh, I just bought an LLC. Okay, I paid $150 for an LLC. Okay, what you doing with it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Real
saying?
talk.
Like, you got a real business. Is it viable? Because
Yeah.
if you got an LLC and you're doing it the right way,
Mm,
it's gonna one give you that level of legitimacy, right?
yeah.
It's Ross Mac at
Yeah.
Maconomics.com, right? I got that domain. You know what I'm saying? I really got a real business, right? And I think it's gonna give you that legitimacy. It's also gonna help you get business credit, right? At the end of the day, everybody want free money, right? Everybody don't want to use their personal money, and it's also gonna give you some tax advantages, right? That's something Maz don't know about, right? I know now you getting money. You like, damn, I owe this much in taxes.
100,000, 500,000, 600,000. I get it adding up. I'm telling you, yeah. So
You hear
yeah,
me?
I'm
So now,
definitely
so
here.
now,
Eh,
and I'm already knowing, bro. Them taxes different. Like, I be talking to some of my homies that's in the league. They like, bruh,
Yeah,
how the fuck they making it? You know what I'm saying? Like, you look up and you might get paid this amount for a game, and you taking home 45% of it. You got state tax here, federal tax there. You know what I mean? You might got to give your goddamn agent some bread, your lawyer some money. You look up like, man, what the fuck?
and
And
you
so,
you get to where I'm at, and you gotta like start to fill out like your expense list. So like your meals, your clothes, like what you spend on clothing, like all, man, it get real for sure. I'm listening. Go ahead.
nah, that's real. So that's the thing, right? So the biggest finesse in the world whole time when you got an LLC is the write-offs, right? So like
Yeah,
you just said, like the expenses, right? So it's crazy because the way the world work, right? This is like everything is set up for business owners, right? Like employees are the ones that like really get the short end of the stick. The bosses, the people that got LLCs, the people that are running corporations are
yeah,
able to truly take advantage of taxes, right? And so if you got an LLC, you're now able to start writing off shit
yeah,
on your taxes, right? So if you're looking at it like this, like, so you're an artist, right?
yeah. Go ahead.
And you go to the studio, right? You paying your engineer some money, you might pay your producer some beats, right? Those are all gonna be write-offs, right? Then more importantly, your transportation to and from the studio. You put out a song, how much money you gonna pay to market the song, right? And so what you realize, and that's you, right? So we'll probably keep it a little more, kind of, a little easier for somebody. So suppose you do hair, right?
Yeah,
You do hair, right? Even if you do hair out your crib, right? You just starting out, right? If you got a LLC, I'm gonna tell you the write-offs you got, right? You got your phone bill you can write off, right? You got to talk to your clients.
yeah.
Some of your rent, right? Some of your utility bills, right? You know what I mean? Because you got to actually use this in order to make money, right? Write-offs is like,
From work to home. Yep.
you hear me? So like when you start thinking about it, like in order for you to make your money, you had to spend money. So therefore, that's what a write-off is, right? So now you're able to write all this other stuff off. And so you look at it like, in order for me to make this money, like, yeah, I made $1 million, so I made $100,000, but shit, I had, 50% of that I had to pay expenses, right? I had to pay, and I had to, pay rent. This is my office, right? Office rent. You know what I mean? Like for you paying engineers and whatnot. Like these are all write-offs. So at the end of the year, it's gonna make, because everybody taxed on how much money you make. But
Yeah.
to the government, you tell them like, yeah, sure, I made this much money, but here
Mm,
are my write-offs, right? Here are the stuff that I had to actually spend in order
yeah.
to make this money. So therefore,
No.
that right there is the write-off.
So what you saying is like for the people that's out there, what you saying is that money that you writing off is expenses that they not taking from you.
Exactly, right? Because here's the thing. So the government gonna tax you on, whatever they see on paper, whatever
Uh-huh.
yeah, whatever they see on paper is what they gonna tax you on, right? So oh yeah, you made $1 million. Okay, I'm tax you on $1 million. That might be 40-some%, right? You know what I mean?
Whole time.
But you like, hold on, bro. I ain't really make a million because in order for me to make this million, I had these flights. You know what I'm saying? I had these flights. I had all these black cars. I had to pay my engineer. I had to pay marketing. So I really made $1 million, but I spent 300,000 in order to make this million. So
So I really
realistically,
done it.
I really only made 700. So you now are only texting me. My bad. You only taxing me on 700,000 as opposed to $1 million.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what mines really don't be understanding. It's like, LLCs is one of those things that will help you in the long run when it come to, making sure you make more money, right? You can write everything off, right? You know what I'm saying? Dry cleaning, meals, like you say, if you go out, you talking with your lawyer, you write that entire bill off, right? Because that's an expense for your business. It's a business expense, right? So if you at the crib, you still trying to figure it out, just Google like, you know, credible business expenses or something, right? Because it's a lot of them, right? Haircut, like wardrobe, you got to perform. That's a write-off. You feel me? And so them certain things. And I think the last one, you know, when it comes to why a person want an LLC, it's like it's gonna remove all the liability, right? So think about it, like if Mott's, you know, like,
not to cut you off. So you got you got an LLC and you got what, like just a corporation? Is that what it is?
yeah, limited liability corporation. So right now, Toosii just sat and made a new company, right? So this company is, you know, and then I'm gonna actually go through all the steps you do once you get the LLC, right? Because this where a lot of people, you know, fall short. Like, all right, I just got the LLC, it's lit. You know what I mean? What we doing now? But nobody know what to do after you get the LLC, right? To really make it, you know, legitimate. But like the last reason as to why you would even want a LLC is to just remove all the liability off you, right? So suppose you got a store, right? What'd you say?
You're not a sole proprietor.
Exactly. So here's the dope shit. Like, suppose you got a store, right? And somebody come to your store and slip and fall, break their leg. It's over. I'm suing Toosii, nigga. I need $150,000 out the gate. You feel me?
For the business, you can't come on me.
Exactly. So because you got an LLC, you hold on. I have literally no liability with that. You can only sue my business. You can't sue me, my personal shit, right? So if it get real hectic,
you got a business.
What'd you say?
Because you are an employee at a business.
Exactly, right? And so if it get real hectic, you like, man, fuck it. I'm about to just
I'm
finna bankrupt this. It's over with. We finna start a new business. Because that's what your boy Donald Trump been doing. Fool ass then bankrupt about 100 businesses. He like, man, it's over with. I ain't making no money, right? And so the dope shit is like when you remove the liability, you could actually take a loan out in your business's name, right? And so if you take a loan out in your LLC name, it ain't you as Toosii, you ain't have to guarantee that loan, right? You ain't have to.
Now you good.
Yeah. So like, all right, so you ain't got to guarantee that loan. So in other words, like, you know what I mean, I just took out $100,000 loan on my business. I'm about to try to make more money, but if some shit happen, I can't pay the business. I can't pay the loan back. They can't come after your personal assets. They can only come after the business. You feel me? And on some hood shit, we'll think of it like this, like, you know, like I know, you know what I'm saying? Every nigga in the hood, you feel me? They got their PPP loan, right? But if some people got their 20,000 and if some people got a couple 100,000.
Yeah, you know, I know.
You hear me? You know what I'm saying? What's understood ain't got to be explained. So, but the reason they able to do that, you feel me, is because they probably had an LLC. They had their business set up the right way. So now it's like, damn, COVID hit. You know what I'm saying? I was making 400,000 last year. Here go the paperwork. Here go the, you know, here the employees I paid. Here all this.
Yeah.
Hey, I need that. I'm not sitting there trying to get a you know, a little $1,400 stimulus. No, I need that whole. You dig.
Really?
You feel me? So that's why you really want an LLC. So to really put it practically, you know, we might just be talking over your head, but to put it practically, some of y'all was trying to get the $2,000 stimulus while other mods was getting, you know, $100,000 PPP loan, $1 million PPP loan. And the reason is because they a corporation.
Yeah, and them SBAs won't nothing to them PPPs. For sure.
Believe that. And guess what? When they giving the SBA loan, they're giving it to the business.
Yeah.
They ain't giving it to you. You know what I'm saying? So Toosii, your social security number ain't on that.
Yeah, it's it's a small business association loan.
Yeah, the SBA, Small Business Association, for sure. But what I'm saying is when they give you that loan, they not asking Toosii, what's your doggone social? What's your business's social, right? And I'm gonna get into that because all businesses have an EIN, right? Yeah. Employee identification number. Yeah. So we're gonna get to that, but I just want to make sure, like, you know what I mean? Let us know if y'all feeling what we talking about, man. Drop something in the chat, man. Drop some hearts or something in the chat. Let us know we know what we talking about.
Any questions, any of that? Y'all drop some clapping hand emojis if y'all feeling it, whatever the case may be, for sure.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're gonna get to business credit. We're gonna get to all that. So I just want to first, there we go. I see the hand. So now we talking, right? So now we know you know what I mean, why the hell we need a LLC, right? So now
Mm-hmm.
we saying, okay, now that we got that LLC, right? You know what I'm saying? I ain't get my shorty a Birkin bag. I'm gonna get a LLC, right? You feel
Yeah.
me? So now it's like, all right, what do I do to actually, how do I actually form the LLC? We know why we want to do it. So now that's how you form the LLC. You literally, every state gonna be different, but all you got to do is go to your Secretary of State office, right?
Yeah.
Go on, you know what I'm saying? You can literally, North Carolina, Secretary of State, Illinois, Secretary of State,
Yep.
South Carolina, Texas, whatever, right? You go there, and for starters, you're gonna search, the name of your business just to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're gonna search just to make sure that business isn't there, right?
Yep.
Then you can now file a business, right? Like, okay, boom, it's available. You're gonna file a business on there. You know what I mean?
And
Then you gonna
one thing, my fault, not to cut you off
no,
again.
you good, baby.
Another thing, if y'all want to start a business and it is somebody who had a business with that name, if it's not the same thing that you're doing, you are still able to start that business as the same thing that you're doing. So yeah, that's another thing for sure.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. And so after you do that, the next thing you do is you're gonna want to file your articles of organization, right? This is gonna let it be known that you setting up a real ass business, right? And now it's like, okay, what's your name? You need an actual real address. You can't put like a PO or nothing. You need your real address so they can actually send you your actual letters of organization, right?
Right.
So name, and then maybe your members, right? Some people make a single member LLC, meaning just you yourself, but you might have a business partner. Now you're gonna actually have, all the members on there, and then after that, you're gonna pay your filing fee. Now that that's done, and what is generally like about $150, it might change. And then, after that, you could also make your operating agreement, right? So, for you, if you got a business partner, it's like, okay, you the CEO, I'm the vice president, and this is the actual agreement that this is how we run our business, right? But if you know, what you got to take to Secretary of State. So it's online. I'm just answering something. So what you got, it's literally online. Like you could physically do it too,
Yeah.
but if you go online, it's gonna be mad easy, right? You can open up a business in 10 minutes. You feel me? You go in there, you put the name of what you want to do, your address, all your information, and bing, pay your actual filing fee, and that's simple. You will have your business, right? And like I say, probably last thing you might want to do is you know, um, maybe make your operating agreement just to make sure that you running your business the right way. And then after that, you lit, right? So now you actually got your LLC.
I see some of my fans asking, if you're under 18, can you still obtain a LLC?
I ain't even gonna hold you. That's an amazing question. And I believe you can, but don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
That's a great question, and I ain't gonna say I know for
We
sure,
gonna,
but
we
I'm
gonna,
sure you can Google it. Matter of fact, I could Google that joint right now, but like,
you keep on where you was at. Mm-hmm.
yeah, but nah, that shit just made me feel a certain way. I then they gotta know.
Yeah,
Um,
we want to help y'all, so we gonna figure.
yeah, so some states you can't. That's a good question though. Some states you can't. You feel me? And then after that, now that you got your LLC, right, it'll take maybe a couple weeks or something for you to get your shit officially. Like, all right, you got your paperwork. You were really an LLC. So now this is what I'm saying. Most people just stop right here because they don't know what to do, right?
Yeah.
Until one of the people saying, "Yo, how you actually get business credit," right? We're gonna get to that, right? But the very first thing you really want to do is you want to get an EIN number. So just like you was born with a social security number, your business has the ability to have its own social security number by the name of EIN. You know what I mean? Employee identification number. And I'm sure you know about, some EINs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of the homies probably got a few of them, cracker cars, whatever it is. Some of mine do the same shit. You know what I mean? We know the type of time they on, right? But the way you get that, right, you go to irs.gov, right? You literally could just go on there and say, or just search apply for EIN number. Like Google always your best friend, right? But you
Most
literally just yeah. And then so you literally just apply for EIN number. They're gonna have you put in the actual name of your LLC, maybe a little more stuff, and boom, you'll get your actual EIN number. So now your business is actually set up the right way, but it's still some more steps. So after that, you're gonna take, your articles of organization and your EIN number, right? And then you go open up a bank account. This is important because shout out my dog Timmy O. This is important because you want to not be like commingling your funds, right? You don't want to have your business money coming in with your personal money, just in case something was to ever happen and you get into a lawsuit. You know what I mean? They're going to look for your business account, you know what I mean? And they're going to try to take money out of that, right? So you definitely want to open up a separate business account, because that way it's going to really help you, you know, in the long run. It's very easy to open up a bank account, you know what I mean? And then I think after that, you might want to get the licenses that are required. So if you know, a physical therapist, whatever that license is to do that, or, you know what I'm saying, like whatever the actual licenses that you need to be in your profession.
A lot of people say esthetician. That's something that my girl want to do, you know. So that's like a, what is that, mom? It's like a 6 to 8 month class. Yeah. 6 to 8 month class for estheticians. So like, you know.
Facts. So once you do that, then you really straight, right? Like, so you getting that, and then maybe the last thing is probably just put some like little like paperwork, maybe, you know, contracts in place with like your vendors or something like that, just, you know, to make sure everything's super square, right? Because this ain't the fun part, but you always want to make sure, because like everything when it comes to legal organizations, you want to make sure it's all straight in the beginning. So 5-10 years down the line, it ain't no bullshit, right? So maybe the last thing you do is, you know, get them contracts in place, and then now you actually got a business, right? So, you know what I mean, you can literally start selling stuff. You can start doing everything, and you will not be held liable. You can file taxes. You can write it off, right? So at the end of the day, you know what I mean, you want to get, at the end of the day, the name of the game is to pay the least amount of money in taxes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a fact, right? And so after that, I think the next thing is you start thinking about that business credit, right? Because it's one thing to go to the bank like, yo, you know, I make this amount of money. This is my credit score. Let me get $100,000 loan, or, you know what I mean? I'm about to get this whip. I'm going to put 20% down. Let me get the rest of it 80% loan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or it's another thing to have a business, have several businesses, right? And actually have your business credit the right way. Now you able to really leverage up and actually start owning other shit where you don't have to be personally liable for it. So the way you start getting your credit up is going to be very similar, right? Like at the end of the day, you know, you going to check your credit, right, on Experian or something, and you're like, okay, I got a 700, 650 set, whatever it is, but you know what it is that made that score the right way it is, right? You know what I mean? Your payment history, how much credit you got, your credit utilization, all that stuff, right? But then when it comes to your business, it's going to be very similar. But the first thing you want to do is start looking at Duns and Bradstreet, right? You want to get a DMB number, right? A Duns and Bradstreet number. That's going to really help level you up to really getting business credit, right? Then you talking in a different language. Now you really on a different plateau, because it's like, all right, it's lit. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? Now it's different. So now once you get your Dun and Bradstreet number, the idea is to start trying to make ways of getting trade lines, right? Mm-hmm. Because this is the same way me and you would, you know, have a credit card, right? And then we get a credit
card. DJ.
My bad.
Now you go ahead.
Mm-hmm. So the same way me and you will have a credit card, it's the same way you look at your business, right? It's like, how can I get more credit lines on my business? Because the more credit lines you get, right, the idea is that you're going to be able to go out and start getting more larger loans, right? And, you know, the way you're thinking about doing that is start looking at vendors that give you that ability to get a credit line, right? One of them, you know, and y'all can write this down. One of them is Uline. Another one is Granger, and another one is Quill.
Yeah,
and
that's my
now
last
that you got them, Quill.
Nah, Granger.
Oh, Granger. Yeah.
I'm looking for a pen and piece of paper right now as you speaking. Keep talking.
Yes, sir. And then, I mean, I'll send it to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so the idea is like you open up an account there, and you just doing little shit, stuff that you already gonna be buying, right? You can go on, for instance, Uline. You know what I mean? You buying toilet paper off Uline, but they doing it in a way where it's like, okay, they might give you a net 30 or something, and you just paying them back. You're showing them that you're able to start paying it back. Right now, obviously, I'm sure you know, like I know it's a few people that we could probably call and be like, hey, G, I need you to throw this trade line on this account for me. And it's, you know, it's a moms who be selling trade lines, all that.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with it. But at the end of the day, it's like, it's just a different way of doing it. And I think really, you know, that's really what you're doing, right? So, you know, to recap to everybody that was on here, especially if you got in a little late, right? we talking about, you know, my dog got a new single dropping, so we talking about what it costs, right? And what it costs for this is like what it costs to be. And the steps to making a business is first, you know, how do you want to think about starting a business, right? You don't just want to jump out there and start a business. You don't want to just jump out there and start a business. Instead, you're gonna figure out, okay, what's my niche, right? What am I good at? What am I doing better? How I'm gonna price this business? You know what I'm saying? Making sure I got some money, you know, stacked up just in case. How much it's gonna cost for this business to actually run? And then it's
Yep.
like, all right, let's get it. You know what I mean? We got the business idea. Now let's go ahead, open up an LLC. We talked about the steps you actually need. I ain't gonna go over them again. You could obviously just replay this. And then it's like, all right, I got my LLC.
Yeah,
Now
I'm
let
gonna
me.
say for the people that's in here, I'm gonna save the live too. Y'all see me? I'm looking hard for a pen. I'm trying to find
Oh,
a pen.
you already, bro. You already know I'm gonna send you whatever you need. This is what I
Yeah.
do, man. You know what I mean?
Talk.
And I think after that, the next thing, you know, now that you got your LLC, it's like, man, let me make sure my LLC the right way. You know what I mean? Now let me start thinking about, you know, how to make it more legitimate, and more importantly, start looking to get actual business credit. Because it's one
Yeah.
thing for me to go out there and say, like, man, you know, I can buy this, but if I can finance it, you know, I can use that money for something else, right? Especially if you can get it for a cheap interest rate, right? Like, you know, my niche, I know what my niche is like, I'm the smartest motherfucker when it comes to this investing shit, right? So for me, it's like, all right, I'm gonna use, rather than me spending all my money, instead I'm gonna go, you know, take this money and invest it, right? I might buy some crypto, I might buy some stocks, and then after that it's lit. You feel me? Shout out my dog B Cope, man. We gotta get you on our podcast too.
Yeah, we're talking. A lot of people don't know about the crypto, man. Even like in the music industry, it's a lot of special stuff about to happen with cryptocurrency.
Yeah, man, you gotta get you some NFTs. You ain't gonna
Yeah.
tell the next promoter book you nigga like pay me in Bitcoin. You ain't gonna do it.
What? Who ain't? Who ain't?
Nah, that's different. You do that, it's different.
Real
It's really
talk.
different. You feel me?
It's called so it's called NFT like TCs or
No, so look, so NFTs, NFTs is a non-fungible token, right?
yeah.
And so it's like, here you go. You can relate to this extremely great because you're a musician. So
Yeah.
it's really like you making something. Like right now, you can just make a GIF right now, a little GIF, a dance, or put out a song, and you can sell it as an NFT. What that means, whoever buys it as an NFT, like I say, a non-fungible token, it means that they own the masters of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the original. So you're selling like, yo, I just put out a song. I ain't gonna put it out through the label or nothing. I'm gonna put it out as an NFT.
Yeah.
And when you put it out and sell it as an NFT, the dope shit is that it's all on the blockchain, right? The blockchain is just like the cryptocurrency community, right? Like meaning nobody own this shit, right? There ain't no government to really own it. It's me and you. Like if you put out an NFT, I'm gonna go buy it, right? Ain't no middleman or nothing. It's like literally I own it, and more importantly, it's validated on the cryptocurrency like marketplace, right? And the dopest shit is that, think about it, like when Michael Jordan sell a shoe, right? If Michael Jordan sell a shoe and
Mm-hmm.
somebody buy it for $200, but then go resell it for $1,500, right? Michael Jordan only making the $200. He ain't making that other $1,500. So the dopest shit is like, all right, put it like this. Suppose, you know what I mean, Toosii put out a song as an NFT, right? And fucking 10 years down the line. So I own the Toosii NFT, right? And like 5 years down the line, something crazy happened. You the biggest artist in the world, right? Knock on wood, you're gonna be the biggest artist in the world. You feel me? And now the value of your NFT is just went higher, right? Suppose I buy it for $1,000, and in 5 years that motherfucker worth 100,000, right? So now I got this exclusive, one of a kind Toosii. You know what I mean? Whether it's a song, it could be just you talking for 20 minutes. It could be a painting. It's just all digital art, right? It's digital, right? And the dopest shit is like you can write in code that no matter what happens, you always are gonna get a royalty off of it. So the
Mm-hmm.
dopest shit is like, you know what I mean, you sell it right now, sell it to me for 1,000, you're gonna get the $1,000. But at any point in time, if I sold it for $100,000, you're gonna get 20% of that sale no matter what, right? So you're gonna get $200,000 go straight back to you. Now I sell it to somebody for 100,000 and then they resell it for $1 million. Right, I said that the wrong way. I said it for 100,000. You get 20. You would get $20,000, right? And then now if I sell it to somebody else and then they resell it for $1 million, you still getting your 20%. So now you get 200,000. So the dope thing is like when you make an NFT, right? And a lot of people doing it, right? One of my partners did Rod Gronkowski NFT. And the dope shit about his is like, you know what I mean, it's like he did it like kind of his digital like sports cards or something, right? He made like $1 million in like a few days, right? Like everybody doing it right now. And the dope shit is like you literally can just put out an NFT album and you can make it like an auction. Like all your fans like, yo, I want to buy this original shit because I ain't never putting it out nowhere else. It can literally be your throwaways, right? Like you going through with your now you like, should this be on the album? Should this be on the album? No. All right, the Nas, make that an NFT and it's still gonna be original because can't nobody else ever get it. You feel me?
I'm smiling, man, cause a lot of people don't know, like not even only for the normal people that's out there, like the people that's not making music. A lot of people don't know, like even if you're an artist and you in a fucked up deal right now, like this cryptocurrency NFT thing so new that it's not in no contracts.
Oh my soul.
Like a lot of artists don't know that. Like the NFT thing so new, it's not in none of y'all contracts. So this is really a whole new avenue for artists to make money that's in a fucked up contract and they don't know that.
That's crazy. I was consulting one of my homies, you know, little Grammy Award winning type mod, and he was talking about he had to holler at his lawyer about that shit too though. So I don't necessarily know, you know what I'm saying? Because it's
nah, go ahead.
But the crazy shit is like I was actually talking to you know, one of your partners on your team, Dante.
Mm-hmm.
You already know he gonna be on it. You feel me? So I'll be talking to him about this investing shit too and NFTs. He already gonna be on it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, so to anybody who, whether you make art, right? If you're an artist, right, you can literally just make some digital art. And what it is like you getting your community to be behind you. You feel me? And the dopest part is it's endless, right? Like I know y'all see, just Google NFTs, right? Like the NBA then sold like, so imagine right now when like LeBron just dunked on somebody, right? If you own that, it's a digital collectible card. You feel me? It's like when we were shorties, Miles used to have the Pokemons and the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, all that. Like now it's the same thing, but it's all digital and it's like its own digitized, right? And so when you think about NFTs, it's definitely the wave. You know, I've been rocking heavy on that a little bit, you know, trying to figure out better ways to invest. You know, I've been making a decent amount of money. I got a couple homies that really be going crazy on that front too. You feel me?
Real talk.
You be investing? You be investing at all?
Man, listen, I ain't really start making no big investment, no major investments like to where the point it's like over time it'll build. But yeah, for sure. I've been making some investments. I don't think I made that right investment though yet. You feel what I'm saying? Like that a one. Like I ain't get that yet. Like right now
I was about to say you see what Nas just did?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Folks just made about 100 mil off Coinbase today. You feel me? So like one thing that I be trying to help my homies who like in the industry or athletes or whatnot is like
Chicago, huh?
Yeah. So the big thing, man, is like for me, like that's what I do for a living, right? Like I make music too. I'm nice on that. You know, I'm gonna have to get you on a little feature one time for the 2 time.
Yeah.
Believe that we're gonna have to get Dante to make all that shit happen. But I really be on this investing shit, bro.
Nah, that's real. That's real, bro. That's real.
I used to work on Wall Street for like 5-6 years.
Yeah.
And the dopest thing is like being a nigga from the south side of Chicago, it's like, gee, let me go and bring this back to the community. Because it's really easy once we learn how to do it, right? Like you grew up playing cards, didn't you?
Uh-huh.
You played spades, you played tunk. What you played?
We played spade, tunk, speed, all that.
So now let me tell you what's so crazy about it, right? The craziest shit about growing up playing speed and tunk and spades is like if one of your homies don't know how to play that,
yeah,
you be like, gee, you a goofy for how you don't know how to play speed. You feel me? Like, boy, and you the nicest at it, right? But I say that only to say, imagine if you grew up and everybody around you talking about, gee, I'm buying Tesla stock, I'm buying Apple stock. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, playing cards and gambling is very similar to the stock market, right? But the reality is it ain't taught in our community, so we don't know that. You feel me? So for me, like, you know, that's why I even got the whole shirt, Black Wealth Matters. I be teaching our community really how to make a bag. And it's like, you know, mods don't even know how to do that. You feel me? So like, I'm gonna definitely get you in tune on the investing side. You know, I got a Maconomics investment club. I'm gonna get you in there
Man.
early. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been making some plays on investing.
So what y'all do? Y'all have classes and stuff, like classes, like sessions, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean, I'm
Yeah,
in.
yeah. So no, it's a so one. It's I do like two, like maybe hour and a half long sessions a week, right? Like on Sundays and Thursdays. But aside from that, it's like an actual community. It's a Discord, a private
Oh,
Discord.
I got Discord for sure.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll just throw you in there. And literally it's all about, you know, helping mods invest. So we're talking about stocks as well as crypto. And the most important thing, I've been working with a couple of my homies in the VC spot, like in the VC space, meaning venture capital, them the mods that would have gave you the ability, right, to get in the Coinbase, right? I've been looking at a couple of deals that I want everybody in the Maconomics to really, you know, be in, because the venture capital, so like put it like this, because of Robinhood, right? All black people now is figuring out how to buy stocks, right? But they don't necessarily know how to do it the right way. That's
Yeah.
the thing, right? Me working on Wall Street, me and somebody from the South Side of Chicago, it's like, bro, I speak both languages, so let me go here and help y'all there. But the last thing that we don't really know about is, you know, the private investing. You feel me? Like the venture capital. Like Nas was in the right place, right time, that he was able to get that Coinbase. Like 50 Cent, right place, right time, that he was able to get, you know, that access to that vitamin water. But for all us, bro, somebody, whether it's you, somebody from, you know what I mean, your hood or my hood, like I want us all to be able to be like, damn, I just, you know, got into Triller, right? One of my homies, shout out my dog, he was like, man, I could get you in a Triller deal.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, I don't be TikTok and all that, but if I can own a little bit of Triller, I'll do it. You feel me? Or I got into Airbnb, right? Like those ain't like, at the time, those weren't stocks that we can buy on Robinhood, them private deals, right? Them phone call deals, like, yo, you trying to get in this. And so for me, it's like, man, how could I get our community on that? Because it's a lot of money out here, bro. But the biggest thing is like, you gotta have your money investing too.
Yeah. We gonna have to do this again, so we could go through, like, you know, some more stuff. I got more questions I want to ask. I definitely want.
We could do this. We could do this. I got so we can do this often, bro, because, you know, we just talking LLCs today. I go for hours. Pause. I go for hours talking about talking about investing though. You feel me? Like for real. That's what I do. You know what I mean? Because I won't put it like this, bro. My bad for cutting you off.
Now you good.
Black people own 1% of the stock market.
Yeah.
That's trash, bro. That's terrible. So I want every black person, all 2250 of y'all, I want all y'all to let me know y'all buying stocks. And if y'all ain't buying no stocks, y'all need to open up a brokerage account, right? Whether it's E-Trade, Robinhood. I need y'all to start investing, because we got to start getting, you know, like it's really like the biggest thing that was crazy for me is like this past year that made me mad is because it's coronavirus. Everybody, you know, out of work. Most of the people was black, right? So most of the people that was black. But the crazy thing is, everybody at home scared to leave their house, you know, people out of work. But the crazy thing, in the stock market was at all-time highs. So for me, it's like, damn, you know, you had the government at the time. It was Trump. He giving billions of dollars to people that own LLCs, right, in the form of PPP loans. But he also was making it so that the stock market kept going up, right? And so when you think about that, if black people own 1% of the stock market, and the stock market last year was up, you know, for the NASDAQ up over 40%, you feel me? Niggas, they money was doubling. Some people money was doubling yet last year, while most people of color was losing money because they was losing jobs, and all they was doing was hoping they can get the $1,200 stimulus, right? So for me, I tell everybody who look like me, I don't care if we grew up together, you know what I mean, if we ops or not, I don't care. Like, bro, I want y'all to invest. You feel me? Like, I need y'all investing. That's the real way that we gonna really just, you know, start making shit shake.
Real talk, and like it was, I could remember, like, you know, the time when COVID was, you know, like COVID was really big, and the stocks was going up. I had bumped into some people who do like option trading.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like option trading. So that's how I had ended up building my Robinhood account, because I had met a 16-year-old with a lamb truck.
He was going crazy.
Waking up 5 a.m. every morning. Like, I'm talking about, I flew my girl to LA. We meet, you know, I introduce her, you know, because I just meet them. They really having it. Like, they do this. They made millions off of it. So like I'm introducing my people now. Like we about to get into this. Whatever the case may be. They might even be up here. Them my people. But shout out to Noah. That's how I had got into building my Robinhood account, but I never like really went forward with it. So I definitely want we gonna tap in for real.
Yeah, no, without a doubt, bro. That's the thing. Like this past year, everybody was investing, right? Because last year the market was down like 40-50%, right? Certain stocks and shit. So it was easy as hell for motherfuckers to make money last year. Like I'm talking about super easy, right? All you had to do, buy a couple call options, you making 100% returns like this, right? Because the market after like in the middle of March, the market was at its low point, right? And then it just kept going up, right? And then you got the government making sure the stock market go up. And so to your point, a lot of mods missed out on the wave. And so now this year, it's a little more skill, right? That's the thing I be telling mods, because everybody started investing last year. And the reality is some of them mods got lucky. But this year, now it comes to the skill, right? Like it really, and that's what the community is. So anybody, who's trying to learn how to invest, hit your boy in the DM or look at my bio. I got the Maconomics Investment Club.
Real talk. So we gonna set up me, you and Dante gonna work on this, man. We gonna set up another one of these, even if we gotta do it every other, like something.
Yeah, without a doubt, we can get it going.
Yeah, so let's set that up, man. You got anything you like? You want any other topics you want hit on? Like whatever the case may be, I'm here.
Bro, we could talk crypto. We could talk stocks. We could talk, retirement accounts. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something. I know you like 21 something, right?
Yeah, I'm 21.
Jesus Christ. I'm 31. But the idea is like, it's so many different things when it comes to making sure. You got any kids?
Nah, not yet.
All right. So it's some plays that I done learned from some of my mentors who really doing this shit the right way. You feel me? And making sure their kids set up, making sure their kids set for life, right? Real generational wealth shit. Making sure you thinking about retirement, even at 21. Like open up because you can open up a little, Roth IRA. Well, all that money gonna be just growing tax free. And so when you like turn 50, right, 59 to be exact, you getting all that money tax free. So in 30 years you'll have millions and millions of dollars in there, right? And it's just like all type of different accounts. We talk life insurance. Like at the end of the day, bro, like it's something that just we ain't exposed to, right? The money talk, like we all know mods who trap, right? But the money talk a whole different language, right? I look at financial literacy as honestly a language. You feel me? And the earlier you learn how to speak that, it's like you'll be fluent in it long term. You feel me?
Definitely financial literacy. That's the best language for sure.
Believe it. No, this real bag talk. That's why I posted something on my page talking about this bag talk. That's how we talking, man. You know what I mean? We gonna keep making sure everybody the right way, getting their bread the right way.
This the real bag talk. You feel what I'm saying? Like
facts.
I hear a lot of people talk about, that the stuff that they be doing to get it, but this the real bag talk. Real talk.
Bro, so the thing is, man, I don't care how nobody get the money. It's all about the longevity. It's how you making the money make more money, right? Like one of my partners, he like, bro, I swear to God, every time I look at a dollar, it's like I'm pimping my money, right? Like my dollar got to work for me, right? Like, and that's how everybody got to look at it. Because anybody right now that's listening, bro, if y'all got a savings account or a checking account, y'all got money in there right now and it ain't doing shit for you, right? So you really just helping the bank, because I'm going to tell you, the bank going to they're going to take the money that you put in their account and they're going to go loan it to somebody else. So they're paying you pennies. They literally will pay you a few pennies on $100 and they gonna go loan it out to somebody else, make 3, 4, 5%. So all you doing is really loaning money to the bank. That's really what it is. You feel me? Mines ain't talking like that, and that's the thing. And so for me, I tell everybody, man, I got to move some money out the bank. I got too much money in there now. I'm like, man, let me go put this shit in my E-Trade, or let me go put it in my Coinbase, right? Or some real estate deals or whatever. But like talk real estate shit too. But it's like all about, to everybody listening, man, you want to make sure your money making money, and the real reason is because of inflation. Right. And so think of it like this. When we were shorties, we could go to the corner store with $1, right? You can get a gang of shit for $1. You can get a couple quarter bags of chips, right? You get 4 of them. You get some honey buns, 50 cents. You know what I mean? Them the big ass freeze pops, them boys was about 50 cents. But now try to go to the corner store with $1, right? That shit way more. Bro, you can't get shit. You damn near, you lucky to get one bag of chips in a 50-cent bag to put it in, right? And so that's because of inflation. So inflation is the rise in price of goods over time. You feel me? So like prices of goods go up over time, and the actual rate that prices go up over time is 3%. So on average, so like literally, if you got $100 in your bank account right now, a year from now, that $100 is really worth $97, $98.
Mm-hmm.
And so moms don't even understand that. You feel me? So for me, it's like, bro, we got to keep educating all the shorties. And everybody here, I got a show on Revolt TV called Maconomics. You feel me? And so all I do is talk this type of shit. You feel me? Just trying to put our culture on. Shout out to Diddy with the dope show.
That should make you feel like knowing that like over time, like, you know, rising the average is 3%. So like you say, like from $100 to $97, that should make you feel like, damn, like, you know, I need to do something with my money, you know.
Bruh. So I tell people at the very least, you got to make some type of investment that's going to outpace inflation. So inflation every year, 2 to 3%. So you need to be making at the bare minimum an investment that's going to get you 2 to 3%, right? So whether it's a CD, right, a certificate of deposit, or if you just putting your money in the stock market, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to learn how to do that, come fuck with your boy. Maconomics. It's different, right? All we do is talk money, but it's real, right? Like, you know, it's a real way to get the money and preserving it, right? Because at the end of the day, you ain't got no kids yet, but you want all your shorties to be millionaires. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a daughter, she's 7 months old, right? I got all type of accounts for her. You feel me? Custodial accounts. I got an account, a 529 account that's gonna make sure she don't never pay no college tuition. You feel me? I'm about to get a Roth IRA. And another thing, here we go, another LLC trick, right? I could pay my daughter like $12,000 a year.
Yeah.
And it's a write-off, right? Now we talking write-offs, right? I could pay my kids $12,000 a year and it's a write-off. So at the end of the year, I'm writing it off. So I'm owing the government less money. You feel me? And it just, we giving y'all too much game right now, man.
But what we gonna do is we gonna let's set up another one of these, and on the next one we'll simply talk about let's talk about crypto, and because I see a lot of people was asking about that. Let's talk about crypto, and I guess we talk about what's another thing y'all want to talk about. I had seen y'all requesting some stuff, so I want to give y'all what y'all want. I see one thing y'all was asking about was the cryptocurrency thing. Another one. I got a meeting with my accountant and tax firm people next Thursday, man. So after I go meet with them, you know, do what I handle my business, man. We gonna get on the call.
Yeah, we already know, bro. This what I do, man. I look forward to the convo, my boy. And like I say, I'm gonna get you in the Maconomics Club too, man. We gotta get you in there righteous.
Do that. Let's do that.
Believe that. Yes, sir.
Stocks, real estate. So I mean, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Let's set up another one of these, even if it's next week, week after that. You know, me, you, and Dante, we about to hop in that group chat.
Believe that. Say less.
All right,
so, y'all, man. Much love, Toosii. Good luck on the, you know what I mean, on the release. You feel me? I'm looking forward to hearing it. And to everybody out there, man, look, y'all seen that goofy shit that just happened in Minnesota? Black Lives Matter. Black Wealth Matters. You know what I mean? So I need y'all. In my bio, I sell merch. Black Wealth Matters. And if anybody looking for you know, how to actually start investing the right way, you know, shoot me a DM, or you could text me, right? My number in my bio as well. But definitely try to get in this Maconomics Club. It's hella cheap, $39.99 right now. You feel me? Meaning $39.99. Very cheap. Come fuck with me.
Most definitely. All right, so y'all go follow him, hit the link in his bio, DM him, send him a text. Y'all do all of that. If y'all love me, y'all please do that for me, you know, because I love y'all, and I want to see everybody that support me win. If they don't support me, I still want to see y'all win, you know. So y'all do that for me. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Matt, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, Ross, you know.
Yes, sir. Somebody saying, what's the name? Shit, I don't know how it ain't. I guess it ain't at the top, but yeah, I'm Ross Matt.
Oh, yeah. You commented? Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go, right there.
Believe that. Appreciate you.
Go follow that. I'm gonna give y'all some click that, go to his page and all that. But yeah, though, man, we gonna set up another one of these. Real talk. Black Lives Matter. I'm gonna need some of that merch, man.
I got you.
You dig? Real talk. So we here. We continue to build.
Yes, sir. My boy. Much love, bro. Respect.
I love, man.
Yes, sir.
All right.